Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bring it on.
It's Madden NFL 23, and coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Buccaneers and the Bengals, all that and more, coming up next.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Right to the air is Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by It's Ron Winfield Jr., and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
That good for 19 and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough. With a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brady going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow will throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the gut, Fournette. He juked him. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 1st and goal at the 1. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever's going to take.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, That's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
11, 12. They gotta go.
From midfield now, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11 empty. 11.
Now it's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
11, Thomas.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result, the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
To try again after the sack. Brady, he completes it right side to White. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 27 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
McPherson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got him down there the first time? Get back to something close to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Here we go. 11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow, he completes it to Boyd.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Once more the juke. And some space here. He's got the first down and more. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Brady again. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From midfield, here's Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Brady's got his guy. This is Gage. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. extra point put through by Succop. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now Burrow on first down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First down. Here's Burrow. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
A penalty is declined.
McPherson on for the point after. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs, and they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Touchdown, Bengals!
Jamar Chase,
28 yards.
and the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. The Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with White.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still third down.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
11 empty, tight. 11 empty, tight. 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll make this a 19-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
Here we go. And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage with his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Pulls it in at the 13. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. So far, solid, and we're still in the third quarter.
There's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
We're trying to make it more here on this drive. Burrow looking to pass. This pass complete to Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
Gotta go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And Burrow going to throw again. Slant pass to Boyd. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this. Back now in Cincinnati.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well. Touchdown! Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw for Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spanned 75 yards. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
there he goes right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 66 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Succop. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Burrow on play action. Rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the defense with just one word in their mind: helpless.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth. To let drive there, see the improvement spots, and that might be the one that gets him to the finish line, cut to the lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 36, Brady completes it again to Gage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Brady. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
After the sack on first down, Brady, this is White on the screen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Here we go. 11, empty. Hey, 11, empty.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Buccaneers.
Now Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. On second down, here's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
On one, ready? 11 empty. 11 empty. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and complete.
And he will take it on in for the Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the day, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
But someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. So out come the Bucs now. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A solid stiff arm. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Brady now on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. He's got White here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Again, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brady going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's got Otten. Down inside the 10. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otten. 36 yards. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Succop. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering, finishing things off, being part of that good hands team, it's an honor, but you want to make sure you do actually recover the ball.
Well, I'm just glad that it gave us a little something there at the end because this one was over beforehand.
You're right. You're exactly right. Down the stretch, last one. Yeah, that gave us a little something to bounce out of here on.
In the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to.
The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm